Hi, this is going to be the last installment of Pink is for Blobfish, the world of weird animals. Written by Jess Keating, illustrated by David DeGrand. So we have kind of been in the middle of this book, and we're going to finish up with the rest of these. Pink is for hippopotamuses. Hippopotamuses spend long days in some of the hottest parts of the world. To protect themselves from sunburn, hippos ooze a hot, thick pink oil all over their skin. This pink sweat acts like an antibiotic sunscreen, so hippos can stay out in the sun all day without getting burned. So look at that cute little pink guy there. Let's read this fun fact. Sink or swim. Hippos spend up to 16 hours a day submerged in the water to keep cool. They can close their nostrils and ears and hold their breath for 5 minutes as they trot along the river bottom. But water-loving hippos also have a well-kept secret. Despite their amphibious lifestyle, they can't actually swim. They're even too dense to float. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. Instead, they gracefully walk through the water with their toes lightly bouncing off the bottom of the riverbed. Wow, that is so cool. I did not know that. So next time I am in the pool, I'm going to pretend to be a hippopotamus by putting my toes on the bottom and bouncing along. And there's the hippo, illustrated by David DeGrand. Pink is for pink slugs. Beneath the decaying twigs and leaf litter of the misty forest lies a slimy secret. Pink slugs produce 2 types of mucus. One type of slime prevents the slug from slipping on surfaces. The second type is excreted all over the slug's body, protecting it from predators. It is very hard to pick up a slimy slug because they are so slippery. And look at how slippery that slug looks. Oh, that's beautiful. Prime time for slime. Like many of the slugs that live in your backyard, pink slugs are nocturnal. They glide from their burrows late at night to feed on plant matter. During the day, they return to their beds of red eucalyptus leaves. While many people, including scientists, prefer critters that are cute and cuddly, slimy slugs have important roles to fill. By eating plant matter and pooping out soil, they act as part of nature's recycling crew. It's a messy job, but someone's got to do it. Oh, so those pink slugs are very important for our environment. P is for pink land iguanas. Look at that creature. He is beautiful. That creature is about 18.5 inches long. A little bit longer than my foot. Pink land iguanas are large reptiles that live on a single isolated volcano on one small island in the Galapagos, surviving off cactus pads, fallen fruit, and shrubs. Scientists used to think they were the same as other yellow land iguanas on the island, but in 2009 they took a closer look. Not only were pink iguanas a species of their own, but they branched off from the yellow iguanas 5.7 million years ago. It is thought that fewer than 100 of these elusive animals still exist. And there's the cartoon drawing of the iguana. Return of the reptiles. Charles Darwin, a famous naturalist, first discovered land iguanas in the Galapagos in 1835. Back then, the Galapagos were full of these unique reptiles. But in 1975, almost all of them went extinct after large packs of wild dogs preyed on them. To help preserve the species, iguanas were bred in captivity and introduced back into the wild once the dogs were removed. By 2008, the breeding program was a success, and they're living on the island in numbers once again. Oh, pink is for dragon millipedes. Oh, and this creature is very small. It is only up to a little over 1 inch. That's a pretty small creature. Some insects wear pink to blend in, but the dragon millipede wants to stand out. By sporting hot pink, this millipede sends a message. Stay away, I'm dangerous. If a predator tries to take a bite, dragon millipedes can secrete hydrogen cyanide, a toxic chemical, from their bodies. Oh, so that's how they protect themselves. Let's look at this cool, there's the cartoon millipede, and let's look at this cool fact. Trouble ahead. These millipedes aren't the only animals that use vivid colors to warn predators. This is called aposematic coloration. That's a big, long word. Aposematic coloration. Poison dart frogs are brightly colored to showcase their toxins, and coral snakes are ringed with yellow and red to flaunt their deadly venom. After a mouthful of bitter toxin or a nasty bite, it doesn't take long for predators to learn to stay away from brightly colored animals. But dragon millipedes aren't all bad news. The hydrogen cyanide in their bodies also makes them smell like almonds. Who likes that smell? Pink is for red Lycoris. And they are about a little bit bigger than the iguana. With bright red faces that stand out against the leaves, red Lycoris are always on the move, leaping and swinging from tree to tree. You aren't supposed to judge a book by its cover, but you can judge a Lycoris by its face. The healthier the Lycoris is, the brighter his face will be. Lycoris with the brightest, pinkest faces are the most attractive to potential mates. So these guys are small South African primates that live in large groups called troops. One troop can have up to 100 animals, and as they travel through the treetops, they make the rainforest healthier. Every time Lycoris eat fruit, they poop out the seeds, spreading them all around the forest so new trees can grow. Who knew poop was so important? They also knock fruit to the ground when they forage, which feeds other hungry animals below. And there they are up in the treetop, pushing the fruit down with a bam. Oh, look at this guy. Pink is for hairy squat lobsters. These guys are kind of small too. They're only a ½ an inch big. That's a pretty tiny lobster. Talk about a bad hair day. Hairy squat lobsters' bright pink bodies are covered with purple spots and yellow hairs. Have you ever seen someone with food caught in his mustache? Hairy squat lobsters use the delicate hairs on their body to trap microscopic algae, plankton, and bits of fish poop. By combing through its food-filled hairs, the hairy squat lobster has an easy meal on the go. Oh, wouldn't that be fun to just keep your food by your mouth at all times? And we're going to skip that part there. Oh, wait, we have time to read that last one. What's in a name? Despite its name, the hairy squat lobster isn't a lobster at all. What? It's actually more closely related to the hermit crab. It can be very hard to see these tiny creatures, as they are well camouflaged to match the barrel sponges they call home. They might not know it, but hairy squat lobsters have one of the oldest homes in the reef. Barrel sponges, often called the redwoods of the reef, can live for 2,000 years, and they provide excellent living quarters for hundreds of animals. Oh my gosh, 2,000 years of those barrel sponges. That is so cool. All right, we have to read the back of this book. Look at this. This is so cute. Pink is slimy, scaly, feathery fanged, venomous, graceful, big, small, jumpy, sly, nocturnal, loud, strong, brainy, gooey, subterranean, shy, friendly, savage, clawed, amphibious, adaptable, weird, wild, and 100% unique. And that is the last installment of The World of Weird Animals. Pink is for Blobfish. I hope you've enjoyed our story and learned a lot about pink animals in the world.